Hey guys, it's Stephanie with Simarchy, and welcome to the Sims 4 Cozy Family Apartment Speed Build. Now, this is great for 4 kids and 2 parents, and it is also perfect for the Parenthood Let's Play. The Parenthood game pack because, it's a family apartment. That's why. That makes sense, right? I think pretty much any house built from here on out would be great for the families, for the Parenthood pack if it involves any type of families. Let's be honest. There's so many different types of families and so many different types of homes, so I'm gonna attempt to build a lot of them. Apartments, houses, tiny houses. I've always been a sort of a family player. So, okay, you guys probably know if you're a longtime viewer, and if you're new, hello and welcome. I am more of a builder than a player, but when I do play, my favorite thing to do is build families. And often I will create a family kind of before I would make the build. That way I just, have an idea of what I'm doing, what type of people would live here and how to furnish it. And so, yeah, that's really my favorite thing to do. So now that we have the Parenthood pack, and then, obviously we have toddlers now, I feel like I can really start building some more detailed homes, and really go back to my roots of building family houses. And normally, well, first of all, I'm so sorry. I'm still getting over a cold. I'm trying to do any voiceovers I can today without having to do face cam because I look like death. And I've broken out in acne. Yes, I'm in my mid-30s and I get terrible acne when I'm stressed and being sick and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm still going to do a face cam for my Parenthood Let's Play for the week, so warning, you will see me sick and miserable, and now you just get to hear me sick and miserable. But anyways, what I was getting at is, I really like building traditional family homes. That's my thing, that's my aesthetic, and apartments are really cool. I've pretty much always lived in an apartment. Maybe when I was like much, much younger, my family had a house, but since then, I'm pretty sure we've only lived in apartments. There's been a couple times where we rented houses, but that never lasted very long, maybe like a year here and there. But apartment living is where it's at, you don't have to maintain the home, you don't have to pay for repairs, you don't have to pay for pest control, especially in Florida, that's a big thing. So I guess there's a couple things I wish my apartment had. So I'm not going to say the only thing, but I do wish we had laundry in our unit. We do have, a laundry room on the property, which is nice. But yeah, it'd be nice if it was actually inside of the apartment. And I wish I could have a hot tub. I know some rare instances in apartment living, you can have a hot tub, or at least, a nice big jetted soaking tub. And I have neither, which makes me sad. But other than that, I really like apartment living. I guess noisy neighbors can be an issue too, but I've been pretty lucky with that. But this is The Sims, and we don't have laundry yet, so I guess that's not a big deal. I did try to create a laundry room was it this build? I don't know. I know there is technically a laundry room, but I don't remember how detailed I got with the washer and dryer, but you'll definitely see that in a bit. And right now I'm just really playing with the clutter. I definitely wanted to get more clutter in here. And I should say, even though I said this is great for the Parenthood LP, I did build it before the pack came out, so I don't have any of the Parenthood items in this apartment. But you can change a few things here and there. I really think it'd be great for gameplay though, because it's a nice mid-range family apartment. You could have Sims here that aren't too rich, aren't too poor, just sort of middle class. It's nicely decorated, nicely furnished, but it's not like completely over the top that your Sims would have to be super rich to live here. I'm not actually sure what the end price ends up being. I actually don't even pay attention to that stuff anymore. I should, but I cheat when I play, so to me it doesn't really matter. The only time I don't cheat with money is if I'm specifically doing like a rags to riches or something like that, which I've done on my own time but never recorded. And that is a series I would like to do on this channel, but I feel like it just starts off so slow and boring, where you're either just, collecting fossils or fishing or painting, and I don't know. It's such a slow start to the series. But if you guys want to see that, let me know. I'm having trouble breathing. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna hold my breath. No, I'm not gonna hold my breath. What am I trying to say? I'm gonna try to breathe out of my mouth. I am a mouth breather today. I bet you guys can't even tell the difference. I bet you guys are like, yeah, you sound normal. Because normally when you're stuffy like this, it's kind of all in your head. Ugh, I feel awful. Okay, and oh my gosh, enough about that. I shouldn't be complaining. I shouldn't be complaining. I get to record Sims videos today. Yay! And then I get to go home and rest. Yay, because today is my day off. Look at me singing. Okay, anyways, this is the bar. I love this bar so much. I love the rainbow bottles on the bottom, and I love going into a buy debug to get all the cups and glasses. I might have went a little overboard, but you know. It happens. I love getting the bottles and the little serving trays, and I found a pan which I thought would be so cute just to set in the kitchen. And since this is supposed to be like a really cozy family home, I decided to clutter it up a bit. Clutter is kind of my specialty, I would say. I really love clutter, and being able to go into Buy to Bug and get all these items is just heaven for me. It really is. Like, it's just amazing. And every new pack we get, we pretty much get new items in Buy to Bug. So yeah, so that's pretty fun and interesting. And my nose. Okay. I'm such a whiny brat when I'm sick. Like, I'm fine. I'm really fine, but I just like to complain. Yeah, I'm very whiny. Okay, I miss my mom. Anyway, more clutter. I found the letters. Those are fun. Yeah, no, I kind of breezed over that. I do miss my mom. My mom used to take care of me when I was sick. That's not the only reason I miss her, of course. I miss her for lots of reasons, but especially when I'm sick, I'm just like, I want my mommy. And if you guys don't know, she passed away a few years ago from cancer, which really sucks. And I've talked about it before. I don't really like to talk about it a lot because I know it makes you guys kind of sad, but you know, times like this, I really miss her. But for the most part, I'm okay. I'm okay with it, you know. Death is a part of life, and I'm not going to dwell on that and be sad. When I think about my mom, I think about the happy times, and even though I'm saying I'm sick and miserable, like, I remember the happy times of her taking care of me and, you know, making sure I have, well, most people have, like, chicken noodle soup when they're sick, but my mom made me hot tea and toast, and she would put milk and sugar in the tea, which is really good. I mean, that's pretty much the way I like it now, and just some toast, and that's what she would make me to feel better. And she would rub my shoulders, and just, she was very loving and very caring. And not to say that my dad isn't, but my dad does things like his own way. So for example, yesterday when I got home and he was like, have you eaten yet? And I said, yeah, I had ramen noodles. And funny story, I love ramen noodles. I've always loved them. Like, the first time I was introduced to them when I was babysitting these kids, I was pretty much a kid myself, but breathing. Okay, I can't breathe now. I'm gonna sound funny because both of my nostrils are clogged right now. I'll get back to the ramen noodles in a second, but this is where I'm attempting to build a washer and dryer. You're gonna have to watch me fumble for a bit because I had no idea what I was doing, but now I know that you can take a stove and put it behind a counter, and the knobs look like washer and dryer buttons, which I did not do in this build, but I wish I did. But anyways, back to my ramen noodle story. I was babysitting these kids, and that's what they would eat. Like, that's what their mom would leave me to cook for them, and they loved it. And they'd always be like, make us ramen noodles. But they ate it differently than most people. Well, I don't know about most people, but this is the way I eat it too, is you crumble up the noodles so they're really small. I know some people think that's like a horrible sin. And then, you know, you cook them and pour in the sauce, but you drain the water. Actually, you drain the water before you put the sauce in. You leave a little bit of water to put the seasoning packet and mix it all together. And I know you real ramen noodles are like, first of all, instant ramen is blasphemy, and second of all, chopping up the noodles and draining the sauce is even more blasphemy, but that's the way I like it. So anyways, I've always liked ramen noodles. Like, I eat them fairly often. It's sort of a staple at my house. And my dad always feels like I'm starving or something. And I'm like, no, I just like them. They're good. So anyways, last night I come home and he knows I'm sick. And he's like, did you eat? And I'm like, yeah, I had ramen noodles. He's like, you had ramen noodles at work? I'm like, yeah, I made them in the microwave. Like, I'm good. I'm not hungry. I literally just ate. So he was going to make, I think like, I don't know, Polish sausage and like onions and something, onions and green peppers, and oh my god, I can't talk. Breathe. I might have to get up and walk around and come back to this, but let me finish my story at least. So I was like, please don't make that because the onions are gonna kill me right now because my throat's burning, my nose is running, and if you cook food with onions, I know it's just it's gonna be the end of me. Again, being completely over dramatic. So he's like, fine, I'll make, gyros instead, or gyros, whatever you guys prefer to call them. We're Greek. I still call them gyros. I know a lot of Greek people get mad and go, they're gyros, but gyros the Greek word, gyros the American word. I have no problem using the American word for it, or the English word, or whatever you want to call it. But anyways, he made like these frozen gyros, which I'm surprised he even made. Like, he must be desperate for food because normally he'll only eat them if they're fresh and they're actually like bought from a restaurant where they're spinning on the machine and not frozen or pre-processed. But anyways, that's what he made. And he asked me like 3 times if I was hungry, and I'm like, no, leave me alone, I'm not hungry. And then he starts cooking, and I always do this to him. Like, he just knows this is gonna happen. He's just prepared for this to happen every single time he eats, right? So he starts cooking, and I smell it, and I'm just like kind of lurking around the kitchen, kind of peeking in, and he's like, you want some? And I'm like, yes. Like, literally, he asked me 100 times if I was hungry, and 100 times I was like, no, leave me alone. And then as soon as I smell it, I'm like, yes, feed me, please. So he ended up making me a gyro. No onions, just the meat and the tomato and the peanut. It was pretty good. So as a kid, I would always take his food. I'm so horrible. Like, I don't know. I feel like women kind of do that in general. They do that to men. They're like, no, I'm not hungry. I'm fine. And then, when the guy orders their burgers and fries, she starts picking at his fries and eats them one by one. Like, that's so me. I don't really do that with other people, but with my dad, I feel like it's okay. And I'm a horrible human being, but I always take his food. So I think he just knows now to make enough, to make extra. But, what I was getting at is that's his way of taking care of me when I'm sick. Like, he won't like hug me or comfort me. Like, he's not that kind of person. He doesn't compliment. He doesn't really have a whole lot of empathy. But he is very loving, and he would do anything for me. So I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but that's just the way he is. So he shows his love with like cooking for you and feeding you and buying you things. He woke up early and went to Dunkin' Donuts and brought me a nice breakfast, even though he doesn't have any money, just because he knew I was sick. So that's his way of taking care of me. But I really miss that motherly touch. I miss not like I need anyone to take care of me, because like I said, I'm in my mid-30s, but I'm such a whiny baby when I'm sick. I really am. I feel awful. And I kind of touched on this. I'm going to record my parenthood Let's Play today, and I will probably have to put face cam because I've been putting face cam in that series, but I look like death. I really, really do. But, in real life, if you have kids, you don't get a sick day. You have to take care of your kids. And like, even as a business owner in real life, I don't have kids, first of all. I'm talking about my Parenthood Let's Play, where I'm a new mother in the Parenthood series. But in real life, I own a business. And as a business owner, I don't get a sick day because I don't have employees. So if I'm sick, I have to be here. Or the store shuts down and customers get mad and I don't make money and I don't survive. Like, I don't eat, I don't pay my bills. Like, there's no such thing as a sick day for me. So I figured with the Parenthood Let's Play, I'm just gonna suck it up and record my video, because if it was real life, which I'm trying to pretend it is for the series, and I really had kids, there wouldn't be a sick day. I would have to take care of them, sick or not. So I guess you get to look forward to that. I actually don't know if this video is coming out first or the other one's coming out first, but whichever one comes out first, I will try to link each video in each other's description or the end cards or something like that. So keep an eye out for that. And we're actually almost towards the end, and I made it. I had a few little, clearing of the throats, but no coughing. I was so afraid I was going to start recording and just start coughing all up in your ear. So I'm glad that didn't happen, because I probably would have had to scrap most of this. So thank you for listening. And you know what? Hold on a second. I'm not sure if, okay, there's definitely a house tour, but I wasn't sure if that was included in this portion of the recording. So it's not. It's going to be like a separate video I'm going to attach after this voiceover. Like, you'll see it all as one video, but for me it's 2 separate ones. So I still have 2 minutes of a voiceover to record, but definitely stay tuned for the apartment/house tour. It'll be very nice and cinematic, and I'm learning new camera settings in the game and trying to make it look really nice and coming up with good music to go along with it nicely. So you'll definitely want to stick around for that tour. I'm doing that instead of screenshots, but I'll still post screenshots on, Twitter and Facebook. Not like it really matters because you're going to get a pretty detailed view with that tour coming up. So definitely stick around for that. And what else? I've only got like a minute here, I guess. I guess thank you for listening to me whine about being sick. And that was my chair. My chair keeps farting. It's not me, it's my chair. I need a new chair. It doesn't like me. But anyways, if you're new here and you didn't mind me horribly whining about being sick, please consider subscribing, especially if you like daily Sims videos. I post every single day, Sims 3 stuff, Sims 4 stuffs, and we do weekly live streams. I did miss my live stream this week or last week. I don't know when this is going to be posted, so I'm sorry about that. I know some of you look forward to that, but hopefully, well, I'll definitely be better by Sunday. Yeah, it's only Monday right now. If I'm not better by Sunday, I'm dead. So I guess I will see you guys in the next video, and I will see you in the next live stream. And also give the video a thumbs up if you like it. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. I still have like 20 seconds. What am I doing? I'm like over preparing. I'm over getting ready. You know what? I'm going to stop talking now. I will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Stick around for that tour. Bye.
Inside lane, missing exits, glued to the pavement. Between the lines, I'll keep my gaze straight ahead as the last stop flies by. No more waiting for the gun to fire. No more walking through revolving doors. I've gone around once, and I don't need to go around anymore. Break away, forget your sober case. Stop dwelling on empty words. Stop stalling in the doorway and cancel the cruise control. Switch it in the manual. Don't you wanna feel right? Setbacks, you can't win them all, but I'm proud I tried. I'm glad we had a dialogue. It's good to shape the mind. Speeding up the pace, turning up the heat. Where I need to be for the first time. I'm taking risks, I'm casting off without a lifeline. Break away, forget your sober case. Stop dwelling on empty words. Stop stalling in the doorway and cancel the cruise control. Switch it in the manual. Don't you wanna feel right again? Don't you wanna feel whole? Don't you wanna feel? Stop.